Hello everybody and welcome to Sunkissed Reactions. My name is Courtney. My Villain Academia is back with episode 21. Last time we left off, we had Shigaraki trying to break down Gigantomachia, who turns out to be a very loyal fan to All For One. We had the crazy doctor making super Nomus. We found out where Shigaraki's hands can't come from for his costume. They are the ashes, I guess, the hands of his family, even the dog. It's very crazy, very sad. And then we also had Giren, their broker, who is a hostage with Redestro. So I'm assuming that this villain arc is going to continue throughout the entire season, which there's only, I think, maybe 5 episodes left. So let's just go ahead and get this episode started.
When superpowers first appeared, it was chaos.
I
People
bet.
across the planet had to find peaceful ways to adapt to a new reality. Many believed the freedom to use meta abilities was a natural right. Especially Chikara Yotsubashi. He called himself Destro,
Who?
the man who would destroy the present. He brought together like-minded people and formed the Metahuman Liberation Army. After confronting the government and struggling against them, they were defeated. Destro ended up writing a book in prison before committing suicide.
Oh, Redestro, right.
Destro had no idea that he had a child, an heir.
They're enemies of the Liberation Army. If the government continues to stand idly by, we have no choice but to deal with them ourselves. We will take down the leader villains in Destro's name.
A friend approaches! I've been Commander Jack as your guide today, so if you want to speak to our esteemed leader, you can follow my lead.
They'd already gotten him out. Who's that?
I get it. It's the whole city.
Right you are!
90% of Zeka City's population is hidden liberation warriors.
Now let the festivities begin. Welcome in, new friends, to our revival party!
A mini-boss, huh?
Tomura Shigaraki!
Oh,
For the tower. Ground.
she looks tired. Yeah, not so much right now. You need a nap, girl.
How a high school girl was driven to madness. Her deathbed confessions will leave the world shocked. I must interview you.
What's most important here is the gray Nomu that the black one discharged. That's what I'm interested in. They didn't seem to possess extraordinary power. And 3. Dobby said he was collecting the black one, which means they don't have a surplus of other Nomu that could be employed to take the powerful one's place. They're having to ration the monsters that make them viable opponents.
The Reserve Liberation Warriors train each day in preparation for the future, repeatedly drilling their bodies and minds in order to live their best and most authentic lives.
These are some weird looking
Such a nuisance. Look at the news.
quirk people.
You came later and have no great cause. So, little one, I'll have you bare your soul to me now. A schoolgirl with a mind full of violence. It's a catchy tag, don't you think? My blood's pumping like my first day on the beat. Gone. Where'd she go?
Oh. I thought she had like turned invisible or something. I was like, did she get Hagakure's quirk? What is her quirk? Like, reporter girl?
Oh, be careful where you're landing. Our forces will show no mercy.
MLA codename Curious. Meta ability Landmine. She can turn anything she touches into a bomb. They're not too lethal, but she has lots of them.
Wow.
Syringes. So that's how you do it. The audience will want to know how you fell into this slasher life.
The blood exploded.
Holy.
There are warriors within our ranks who are more than willing to become bombs for the at 17, you're the
Jeez.
oldest daughter of the Toga family. Did you
How
get
is she
to
not
attend an
dead?
interview with your parents? And they spoke to your classmates too. Everyone said the same. She was a cheerful and obedient child always. Why did you throw away a normal life? All you have to do is tell me how you went insane!
I threw away my normal life? What is that? The Liberation Army is trying to build a wonderful world. So I love you. I love you so much it hurts. It was like she was in a trance. She had the most repulsive look of bliss on her face. We're so terribly sorry. We did our best, but we obviously failed.
Tell me, is this your true face? I knew it. My instincts are as sharp as ever. You are the embodiment of a repressed superhuman society. Because of the meta ability you have, you grew up obscenely fascinated by blood.
So cute.
What you thought was completely natural. You were interested in blood, but society couldn't comprehend that. It's not your fault the world wasn't ready to accept you.
You look like a deviant.
Why can't you just be a regular girl? Why can't you be normal?
Shut your mouth!
Detmerat's patented chain ring! Curious Blackbird! There's no difference between your normal and the Liberation Army's goal. Your life will be written about in our modern-day holy book as a shining example of that.
That's some
truth.
interesting artwork.
Please tell me if my thoughts seem incomplete in any way. I can't have a subject this good die before their final words.
No!
Where will you run to?
I don't like her. Doesn't she get that I love my life? When I'm happy, I smile big. Don't you dare feel bad for me!
It's your reserve of blood. I know that meta ability only allows you to change your appearance.
Yeah, must be nice.
She doesn't know how to use the powers, does she?
Please give me your story.
I want to be like you too.
Oh, she used her power.
When I pretended to be a high school girl, the world became kinder. Don't get caught. Am I using Ochako's quirk?
Yeah, whoa. What happened? That lady ain't gonna care about those people floating. She just blew people up. Release.
I want to become more like those I love.
This will be my greatest feature.
What happened to that lady? Did she die?
Haven't killed a single one. Joker's gone. Where is she?
It's better not to kill. Leave them to the big guy. But I want to do it myself.
When you're this tired, sometimes stuff looks like it's moving when it's not. You hallucinate things that aren't there. Another flashback.
Okay.
I don't recall this happening.
Oh, that was the previous holder. Was that her son?
It was like a weight lifted off my chest. If you're gonna show me a memory, show me all of it.
I'm rooting for you. Know that?
Who's that? Like a sister, maybe?
Looked like his decay spread even though he didn't touch him.
Are they all gonna level up?
Shigaraki, did you?
Holy!
Nice, huh? What a thrill. Nice job sneaking up on me even though you're a tank.
Whoa!
Dottie, wielder of the blue flame, the only person in the league with a ranged attack. Why would you use your fire right away? Or is there something wrong with your meta ability?
Hey, it looks like you got a lot to learn.
But I guess I'll teach you.
Ice melts!
Ice melts. Yeah. Oh.
Training much longer than any
Whoa.
for that matter.
You think Shoto ever gets this
Grand
good?
Commander helped me push my
Holy.
limits.
Now die!
Don't think Flame's as weak as that.
Does he have his mask on?
True. You ran off somewhere alone, and I was worried. Totally calm. Damn it! What happened? Toga! Don't worry, I'll wipe it off for you. Remember this? It's the handkerchief you gave me.
Aw.
Give it up, this girl's about to die. No, you have to live. You're where I belong.
Aw.
You make the League a place we want to be.
Twice has found Toga. They're in the storage.
If they're all leveling up, I'm a
The
little
girl is
afraid
still
to see
alive.
what Twice can
We
do.
need to make sure she's dead for Curious's feature. To live your intended life, you liberated your meta.
Holy.
In a wounded soul.
Is he really seeing that?
Tomoyasu Chigazoku, Amalek codename Scuffy, meta ability Anthropomorph. He can change things with about the same mass as humans, like bridges or desks, into sentient puppets.
Whoa.
We can bring him back. We will not repeat the tragedy of Destro. Such great power. It's time that you begin to understand your own worth. I will persuade you to join the Liberation Army.
Okay. Season 5, episode 21, Revival Party. So basically, the Meta Liberation Army is essentially trying to show the League of Villains that they need them by attacking them when they are at their supposed weakness, or weakest, I guess. There was a lot in this episode. It was such a great episode. All these villains are leveling up, which is good because it's fun to watch, but it's not good for our heroes, right? We found out that Destro, he kind of appeared relatively quickly after quirks became a thing, and they wanted to be liberated. They didn't, I guess, want all these regulations. They just wanted to live their lives like they had been, you know. And so he ended up going to prison. Destro did, and he didn't realize he had a son who is now calling himself Redestro, basically bringing his father's legacy to life. We met Hanabata, I think is what his name was. He was the guy with the slick back hair, the glasses. Shigaraki called him a mini boss. I didn't get his quirk or anything like that. So I might have, there was a lot in this episode, and I might have to go back and rewatch it before the next one. But we also found out, I mean, they're saying, the Liberation Front is saying that the League of Villains doesn't have enough Nomus, that they're interested in the gray Nomus that High End was forming, and that Dabi, they think that the League of Villains doesn't have enough Nomus, and that they're trying to kind of reuse what they do have because Dabi was trying to get back High End. So we'll see where that goes. This reporter chick, is she alive? Is she dead? I don't remember seeing her after Toga did her thing. Her name, I didn't get her actual name, but I think her, I don't know, what is she, a hero? She a villain? I don't know. Her street name is Curious. She can turn anything she touches into a bomb, and she's also obviously very inquisitive. She's very curious about things. She wanted to know all about Toga's life and We did see a little bit of a flashback of Toga's life, and I don't know what came first. Toga's like quirk, aka her love for blood, or her mental illness. I feel like there's something mental going on there that they haven't touched on, more than just her quirk has made her crazy. I don't know if something that she was born with and why she is the way she is. She's only 17, but I don't know. Maybe it's just me being a psychology major. Like I immediately went to like how she was acting, and it just felt a little bit deeper than something that a quirk would make you do or think or feel like. I understand too that maybe if it was the quirk that started first and then she kind of became a little obsessed with blood, but she's almost serial killery, right? Like, she loved this side of blood. She killed that bird, what I presume, unless it was already injured and it was hurting already. And then the sight of blood, the smell of blood, I don't really know. She's very vampire, right? But yeah, I don't know. I feel like there's more there that they haven't touched on with, I don't know if it's, I don't know what, with her family, with her mental state. I'm not sure. It'll be, if we do go further, I'd be interested to see more. She's not doing so well. She also leveled up. She can now use the quirks of those that she takes, of the blood that she takes. She used Urarako's quirk, which she had never done that before. That was one of the reasons why at the hero licensing exam that Deku knew that it wasn't Ochako and that it was somebody else using Ochako's quirk, is because Ochako would have used her quirk to float herself, to save herself. So she figured out that she can float those people and then she can drop them. And that's what she did. And all we saw was blood fly up everywhere. And I think that was the last time we saw the reporter chick. So I don't know if she's dead or not. She was a little bit annoying. But she was also interesting. She was a little bit of both, but I don't know. She was also a little bit crazy. She just makes a bomb. She made suicide bombers, essentially, and then I don't know how she did it, or maybe she had already implanted the bombs in those people that she sacrificed, and because Toga drank the blood of those people, the blood then became the bomb and was blowing the insides of Toga up. I don't know how she's still alive, although she doesn't look too good right now, but I don't think she's going to die. Twice is there, but Twice is being attacked by like 10 of himself again. But these aren't ones that he made. These are ones that, and I missed that guy's name. We've heard that guy before with the laptop. We just never seen him. He was talking with Slide and Go and Hawks a few episodes back. And I missed his name. His quirk is anthropomorph, which at least I think that's what they said. And I think they said that he could create anything and make puppets out of them. Man, everything just went by so fast, and there were no subtitles. So I couldn't read the names and then write it down. I had to just kind of listen, and then they say them so fast, and they're just names I would never be able to get off the bat by just hearing them once. But so I feel like I need to go back and watch. Shigaraki also kind of leveled up a little bit. He DK'd a whole bunch of people that were kind of touching each other. Maybe that's a thing that needs to happen. That to me is the only thing that makes the logical sense as to why all those people DK'd at one time, is that they were in some form touching the person next to them, and he just touched one and it was just a domino effect. I'm assuming that Dabi, I don't know if Dabi leveled up here or if he had just leveled up before, but he was fighting some ice guy who I hope maybe one day Shoto can get that good with his ice. He was making like ice dragons. It was pretty cool, making like big ice hands. And he was also not only creating, I don't know if he was creating ice to begin with, but it maybe looked like he was, or I couldn't see his face. You could just see a blackness and then two eyes, and then he had this like that. He looked like a Sasquatch basically, or not a Sasquatch, like a Yeti. Is that what they call the abominable snowman? But he was not only creating it, like I said, if he was creating any at all, but he was also in the convenience store that they'd crashed into. He was also using the ice from the ice, it's not the ice machine, or I don't know what you call it, where you get the ice, where you get the ice from. So he was using that, and he seems to be pretty confident fighting Dabi, who is fire and who's hot fire, because his fire is blue flame, which obviously burns hotter. Yeah, I don't know if it was something that the Liberation Front was planning on the League of Villains being tired, but it doesn't seem to. I mean, it seems to be slowing them down just a little bit, but they also seem to be leveling up, so maybe it kind of evens itself out a little bit. We saw a little bit too with Shigaraki's, a little bit of Shigaraki's past. I don't know if it was Shigaraki's past, although they did say Tenka, I think is what his actual name is. But we saw the previous holder with what looked to be maybe like her son, which we know that Shigaraki is the previous holder to All Might of One for All. We know that is Shigaraki's grandmother. So we know that she had a child or children, and I think it was a child. I think it was just one. I think Gran Torino has said that before. But we know that she essentially didn't want them raised in that life, I guess. So I'm assuming she maybe just gave him up for adoption, and somehow All for One got a hold of Shigaraki after he killed his family. I'm not sure. There was another person there too that was talking to Tenka, or Shigaraki, what I think is Shigaraki. She had like pigtails, and I'd never seen her before. So I don't know if that was a sister. Had black hair like the grandmother, and the supposed son, was that an aunt? Like a cousin? Like, who was that? That's got to be important for them to even show it. It's got to be somebody of importance in his life, and that we're going to find out who it is eventually. There was a lot in this episode. It was a very good episode. and I'm very much intrigued on what's going to happen with Twice. I feel like if he levels up, it could be interesting. It could be bad. I mean, he already makes a perfect double, right? And then that double can then create another double, and then so on and so forth. Like, what more could he do? Could he just make more? Could he have just better control? Because he seemed to not have really any control over them, at least after a while. Can he, I don't know. They turned on each other the first time, so maybe something related to that. Oh man. It's going to be an interesting episode, next episode. So I'm very, very excited to see the next episode. Sucks I have to wait, but you guys don't have to wait. You can watch the next episode right now at patreon.com/sunkissedreactions. Link is in the description below. You can get full length, early access, exclusive content on Patreon. If you can't do that, it's totally fine. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. And as always, I will see you guys on the next video. Bye.